SciTube is an initiative to make learning psychology interesting, exciting, and easier. SciTube promotes learning psychology through the relevant original experiments that resulted in the theories. The videos also sensitize the learners about the relevance of the theories in contemporary times. Concept: Functionalism. Experimental setup: William James Habit and Adaptation Studies. William James, a pioneering American psychologist and philosopher, developed his ideas on habit and adaptation in the late 19th century, most notably through his landmark book The Principles of Psychology, 1890. Unlike laboratory-based experimentalists, James adopted an observational and theoretical approach, focusing on real-life mental functioning. The purpose of James' work was to understand how the mind helps individuals adapt to their environment, rather than merely identifying its structural elements. His motive was to explain mental processes in terms of their practical usefulness, giving rise to the school of functionalism. James believed that habits are central to behavior and that psychology should study what the mind does and why it does it. Action in the study. James examined habits through systematic observation of everyday behavior, introspection and personal experience, comparative studies of humans and animals. He analyzed how repeated actions gradually become automatic habits, requiring less conscious effort over time. James explored learning, emotion, attention, and will, emphasizing how behavior changes to meet environmental demands. Rather than controlled experiments, James used case examples, behavioral patterns, and philosophical reasoning to demonstrate how habits shape thinking, decision-making, and adaptation. Key observations and conclusions. James observed that habits simplify life by reducing mental effort. The brain is plastic, capable of change through experience. Consciousness is continuous and adaptive, not static. Key conclusions. Habits are the building blocks of behavior. Mental processes exist to serve survival and adjustment. Psychology must study functions, not just structures. James concluded that behavior and consciousness should be understood in terms of their purpose, marking a decisive shift away from structuralism. Inferences and contemporary relevance. William James' ideas continue to influence psychology today. Education, habit formation in learning and skill development. Clinical psychology, behavior change and therapy models. Organizational behavior, workplace habits and productivity. Neuroscience, brain plasticity and adaptive functioning. Core insight. The mind is a tool for adaptation, and habits are its strongest mechanism. Functionalism laid the foundation for behaviorism, applied psychology, evolutionary psychology, and modern cognitive science. James' work reminds us that understanding behavior means understanding how it helps individuals function effectively in the real world. If you think the video made learning psychology easier, like, comment, share, and subscribe.